Like, would you date an average guy?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Let's
for
say
sure.
he's got an averagely nice personality and he's pleasant.
Okay, if you're all average all across the board, probably not, no. You need something to stand out. If you're gonna be
Why?
average on why? Because who wants to date,
Aren't you average?
I guess everybody's average, but when you're trying to present yourself to somebody...
You know what? You've actually just made the case for female hypergamy. You're, in my estimation, you strike me as a fairly average woman. I'm not saying that to be insulting, yet you need a guy to set himself apart, to be more than just average.
I don't. I just...
You just said it.
A lot of men didn't suddenly become cold. They just got tired of investing energy into situations that consistently brought stress, disrespect, and unnecessary chaos. After a while, the pattern becomes obvious. Some women confuse entitlement with value, and eventually men stop volunteering for the headache. Their focus shifts elsewhere. Peace, fitness, money, hobbies, purpose. Anything that actually gives something back instead of constantly draining them.
These are two things that men want that women do not understand. One is that they want reciprocation. And it's not that hard, ladies. Text him first sometimes. Ask him how his day went. Ask him what went wrong. Love him with as few conditions as possible. And just be patient with him. The fact is that most men have experienced relationship after relationship with unbalanced efforts. It's been primarily him putting forth efforts without reciprocation. And then he's been burned and he's not doing that again. 2, he wants you to understand that he will never be perfect. At some point, he will be inconsistent. Sometimes he will be impatient. Sometimes it will be hard for him to handle your mood swings. He just needs to be able to have a bad day or even just a bad moment without it blowing up everything. Because he wants you to be steady in your love for him and to realize that that bad moment, that bad day does not redefine him. That it's actually everything else that he's done right that should define him.
What's interesting is how foreign basic accountability now sounds in modern dating conversations. The idea that men also want appreciation, loyalty, softness, and respect somehow gets treated like an unreasonable demand. Meanwhile, those same expectations are considered mandatory when directed toward men. That imbalance didn't go unnoticed. Men just stopped arguing about it.
Men don't need women, women need men. Men could survive without women. If all the women disappeared tomorrow, men would be fine outside of reproduction. Women need men. If tomorrow they made artificial wombs, what would they need a woman for? Who's a better companion, men or women? So men built the world. All the hard jobs are done by men. If men disappeared tomorrow, society would collapse. Men built the world that we complain about.
Arguably, one of the driving forces for men doing what they do is women.
Is women.
I think men
Companionship.
built this world for women.
What I'm saying is men could survive without
we
women.
could.
Because men can be alone, women can't. Women are social beings. We need attention. And men don't. You don't see women going out to the woods and just roughing it. That's a man thing. Who's camping and fishing? It's not us.
And honestly, solitude stopped feeling like punishment a long time ago. A quiet life with no games, no manipulation, and no emotional exhaustion is becoming more attractive than relationships built on confusion and ego. Some men realized the peace they found alone was worth protecting.
For over 40 years, women have told men to leave them alone. Don't approach me, you creep, they would all say. And it turns out if you keep telling men to stay away from you, they will. Modern women are going on TikTok to whine about men not approaching them. Back in the day, it was simple. A guy saw a pretty woman, walked up to her and said hi. Of course, women called that predatory and patriarchy, and now everything's messed up. Men not approaching women anymore.
A lot of modern dating issues come down to accountability avoidance. Some people create unstable situations for years, then blame everyone else when the outcomes catch up. Men aren't rushing to rescue poor decisions anymore. They're observing, adjusting, and moving accordingly.
Men are providers, so go do that job, go learn a trade, go do something.
Well, you said that that's all they're good for.
Yeah.
And what are you good for?
A lot of things.
Like?
I'm funny. I'm smart.
You haven't demonstrated that yet.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. I'm a musician. I
funny or smart.
dance.
You
The
dance?
the list goes on and on.
What a great quality. You can dance. What do you bring to the table, though?
What do I bring to the table?
Yeah.
I'm smart. I'm funny. I'm attractive. I have talents.
I don't know if men are so useless that their only job is to be providing for you. It sounds like you're just a typified eater. Like, I don't know what you're really bringing to the table. You're just kind of consuming resources, right?
I mean, if you want to hear
the
the answer that I could be domesticated and I can cook and clean and do all that, I can.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is what of value are you bringing to society?
By being me.
By
I don't
being
know.
you. I'm enough.
I am enough.
Okay.
For years, society told men to back off, stop approaching, stop leading, stop being masculine, stop taking up space. Eventually, men listened. Now many are focused on careers, health, discipline, financial growth, and building calm lives without chasing constant validation. Ironically, the same withdrawal being criticized now is exactly what many people demanded.
As a woman in her 30s who's been in New York for 10 years, it's really hard to watch toxic men continuously date younger and younger. Why do they do that?
What about love is love? What about why do you care? What about all those things? I think they're stupid concepts, but she's the exact type of person who would say that shit. It all goes out the window when they don't agree. Yes, you're 30 and you're single and you're angry that the men your age are looking past you and are looking to date younger women. I'm sorry, but this is the world we live in.
And the reality is simple. Men are no longer interested in decoding mixed signals, contradictions, or emotional puzzles. Clarity matters now. If the energy is inconsistent, they quietly move on. No speeches, no arguments, no chasing.
The most frustrating thing about men is the fact that they refuse to acknowledge when they are being flirted with. We'll go, "You're so handsome," and they just go. They look so confused to the point where you're like, they obviously want nothing to do with me. That's okay. Won't do that again. And later you find out they liked you the whole time. So, what?
Men choosing younger women also isn't some mystery. In many cases, younger women simply bring less baggage, less bitterness, fewer impossible standards, and a more cooperative energy. Men will naturally choose environments and relationships that feel lighter and more peaceful. That's not hate, that's preference.
We told men to step back, sit down, and be quiet. And now we wonder where all the good men went. Newsflash, they did exactly what a whole lot of women and angry feminists asked them to do. We confused toxic masculinity with masculinity itself. And now good men are standing down, afraid to lead, simply because they prefer to keep their peace.
At the end of the day, dating has always been about choices and outcomes. People are free to live however they want, but outcomes don't care about feelings, outrage, or social media narratives. Men are simply becoming more selective with where they invest their time, attention, and commitment. And for a growing number of men, protecting their peace stopped being optional a long time ago. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.